The wind howled higher still. Araya squinted into the mist, hand shielding her eyes. The others stood behind her, the massive plank now lashed between Kael and Aranmirith. The figure of wind and light had vanished, leaving only a spiral shimmer where its wings had once been. "Are you sure?" Kael asked, his breath ragged from the climb. Araya nodded. "There's more up there. The covenant isn't just a beginning. It's a promise that keeps rising." She turned toward the summit's sheer wall. Slick, jagged, impossible. Yet from its edge a faint blue glimmer pulsed like a heartbeat. Elle and I stepped forward, touching the scroll map. "This peak was never part of the trail," she murmured. "It's not on any chart." "It's not meant to be," said a voice behind them. All four turned. A stranger stood at the edge of the clearing, tall, cloaked in woven mountain grass, with frost at her shoulders and dawn in her eyes. Her skin was dark, her hair braided with tiny crystal beads that shimmered like raindrops in sunlight. A carved sigil hung from her belt, a wind symbol crossed with fire. Araya instinctively stepped between the stranger and her friends, but the woman raised a hand gently. "I am Mireya of the High Breath," she said, "climber of Eleron, keeper of the Seventh Gale." Kael tilted his head. "I thought the Seventh Gale was legend." "It is," Mireya replied, "until the Covenant calls it again." She stepped closer, planting a long silver-headed staff into the stones. "You've stirred the breath path," she said to Araya. "Now it must complete its cycle." Elenai asked, "What's at the top?" Mireya's eyes turned skyward. "The Covenant's mirror, where wind first carried the promise from God to Noah, the place where no word is hidden and no heart can lie." She turned her gaze back to them. "But it's not for all to climb." Araya stepped forward. "Then I will." Mireya studied her, then nodded slowly. "You'll need this." From a pouch hidden beneath her cloak, she withdrew a small orb, no larger than a fig, carved of translucent stone. Inside, a swirl of wind and water danced, slow and endless. "This is the Gale Seed," she said. "Speak truth to it, and the wind will carry your voice." Araya took it, the orb pulsing faintly in her palm. She felt something stir deep within her. Not power exactly, but clarity. Like her words, if spoken with faith, would now matter more. "Truth has weight here," Mireya added. "Even your whisper may move mountains." Kael, still gripping the arc plank, staggered slightly as a strong gust struck the ridge. His foot slipped, but instead of falling, the mist beneath him hardened like glass. He hovered for a moment, then slowly returned to the ledge. All stared at him. Kael blinked, stunned. "I didn't do anything." Mireya turned toward him. "Yes, you did." She stepped forward, staff humming. "Tell me, how long have you been hearing the river's voice?" "Since I was small," Kael said. "But it's just water song." "Not anymore." She pressed her palm lightly to his chest, then whispered a word in the old tongue, Navarah. Light pulsed. Kael gasped. Around his ankles, water from the mist pooled upward, not soaking but rising in shape. It formed a narrow path from the cliff's edge, stretching like a bridge of light and mist toward the summit's final height. Mireya lowered her hand. "You've awakened the Riverwalk." Elenai stepped back, awed. "He can walk the Covenant mist?" Aranmirith added. "No one's done that since the sky flood." Kael shook, overwhelmed. "I didn't ask for this," Mireya nodded. "Gifts rarely wait for permission. They answer calling." The wind thickened again. The summit shimmered once more. Above them, the peak split into 3 ridges, one lined with old shattered stone, another veiled in stormlight, and the third aglow with an unseen fire flickering beneath. Mireya lifted her staff. "These are the final gates," she said. "Each reveals a truth, but only one carries the full covenant." She turned to Araya. "You have the Gale Seed, and now Kael walks the river's breath. Choose your gate."
The wind has revealed its voice, the river has risen beneath Kael's feet, and the covenant now calls from the summit's highest edge. Araya holds the Gale Seed, a whisper of truth with the power to shift creation. But only one path leads to the full promise. Your voice shapes the story. Tell us in the comments, which path should Araya choose? A. The Gate of Stone, to learn what was carved when the covenant first touched earth. B. The Gate of Flame, to uncover a truth so sacred, it has never been spoken aloud. What will she find at the peak? That's up to you.